So in life, we talk about drugs sometimes being really, really good, but sometimes they're really bad. We recently discussed a drug that is 8 times stronger than heroin, available on the internet. It's completely legal. Its formal name is U47700. It's known as Pink or Pinky. After numerous overdoses and deaths, the DEA is reportedly cracking down now and banning this deadly synthetic opioid. We've talked about it on the show. It's a really scary, scary drug. And recently, 2 13-year-old boys in Utah died from it. Unfortunately, the antidote to typical opioid medications has seemed to be ineffective. And what's been troubling, again, talking about on the show, is that this was completely legal. You could go online, you can order it. I am really heartened to hear that it's now going to be banned. But what saddens me is that lives were lost in the process. You know, that's what's so difficult with this.
It's so dangerous, you can literally touch it and go into cardiac arrest. Yet a child with $5 plus shipping and handling, a credit card, and a telephone can get something like this online. They ban this one, and then someone invents something that's similar to it, so they can't keep up.
They can't keep up, and that's, you know, that's a really difficult thing. But what I was shocked was when the Surgeon General acknowledged that more people use opioids than tobacco. And certainly a lot of people use opioids for pain relief, for acute injuries, and it does have a place. But it is uncanny to me how much this epidemic has blown up over the last decade. And I think the other place where we're a little bit behind, and I love this statistic, we do not spend enough money in this country on addiction treatment. And with the fact that new synthetic opioids can be created and made available pretty easily, I think the root of the problem is if we can prevent addiction, treat addiction, every dollar spent in addiction treatment, you save $4 in healthcare costs, you save $7 in criminal justice costs. And that doesn't even begin to mention the lives that you save. And that's a big thing in this country. You get back to where healthcare dollars are spent.
Well, this statistic that dealing with addiction, particularly to opiates, costs $420 billion a year in the U.S. I mean, that is mind-boggling.
That is mind-boggling. And what I don't understand is the FDA does such a great job of regulating medicinal marijuana. Why is it so hard to get in front of this problem? Why can't there be a more general rule that allows us to regulate the production of these?
You know, when we talked about this originally, we had a representative who had worked with the Drug Enforcement Agency who acknowledged their very difficult task. A lot of times they want to ban these things, but again, there are a lot of things in place at times that make it more difficult. And especially with a lot of these synthetic drugs, they're labeled as supplements. And as such, they have no true regulation.
You can't stay ahead of the pharmacists, the scientists somewhere playing with the organic chemistry, creating the next opiate derivative. It's a daunting task.
It is daunting, and I think the only place you can stay ahead is in your family, in your community, in our schools, having the conversations with individuals in your family, certainly with your kids, because again, kids can go online and order this stuff, and so probably your best defense now is to be proactive with your kids and talk with them about all the dangers.
And watch your kids and...
Yeah, but there are no easy answers.